Video we will learn about the terms of trade with an example. The question is, if export price increases by 5% and import price increases by 20%, then the commodity terms of trade is, we need to find out the correct option here. Okay, so first we will give you an idea about what is meant by the terms of trade, then we will solve this numerical. Okay, so by terms of trade, what exactly is meant by this? It is simply the ratio of the country's imports and export prices, and it is being written like this, that is terms of trade is actually equal to, it is equal to the index of export prices upon index of import price times 100. Okay, so this is the formula for calculating the terms of trade, and in this case what we call the net barter terms of trade or commodity terms of trade. Okay, now how do I explain it? Let us suppose we have a country. Let us say we have country A. Okay, let us say country A, it exports let us say it exports 800 tons of corn to country B. Okay, to country B, and let us further assume that the price of corn per ton is $1. Okay, $1 is the price of corn per ton, and let's assume again that country A imports, let us say it imports anything. Let us say it imports 400 tons of rice from country B. Again, let's assume the price of rice per ton is $1 for the sake of simplicity. That is, price of 1 ton of corn is $1 and price of 1 ton of rice is also $1. Now what will be the terms of trade? So terms of trade for country A will be equal to, it is simply equal to the export prices. Let's denote it by, or let's write it here, export prices upon import prices times 100. Now if country A is exporting 800 tons of corn to country B, then what are the export prices here? That is equal to price of 1 ton of corn times units of number of tons of corn exported. So we have $800 as the export prices. Symmetrically, since 400 tons of rice are being imported and price of each ton is $1, that means import price is here $400. Then terms of trade for country A will be equal to, that is equal to $800 upon 400 into 100. Okay, if we write it in percentage form, so this will come out to be 8 divided by 4 is 2, so 2 into 100 is 200. Okay, so terms of trade for this country is 200 here. Okay, now what exactly does this terms of trade number imply? So if, and let me write it here, if terms of trade is less than 100, so it simply implies that it is an unfavorable situation for any country. If the terms of trade value comes out to be less than 100, it is considered an unfavorable situation. Why? In this case, country is earning less money in exporters and spending more on importers. Okay, and similarly, if terms of trade is greater than 100, in this case it simply means country is earning more in exporters than it is spending on importers. So a terms of trade less than 100 is considered an unfavorable situation, and obviously terms of trade greater than 100 will be considered a favorable situation for any country. Okay, now coming to the question, what we are being told. We are being told if export prices increase by 5% and import prices increase by 20%, then the commodity terms of trade are. So by commodity terms of trade, we also call it net barter terms of trade. It is equal to, or let me write it here. So net barter or commodity terms of trade, let us denote it by, it is simply equal to, as I have told you, export prices upon import prices into 100. This is the formula for net barter terms of trade, or what we call commodity terms of trade. What we are being told here, we are being told that export price increases by 5%. Okay, let us say initially the price was for exporters. Okay, let me write it here. For exporters, the price was 100, and similarly for importers, the price was 100. Okay, for the sake of simplicity. Now we are being told that export price increases by 5%. Okay, so by 5% we mean 5. So if it is 100, it increased by 5%, it means it is 105. And similarly we are being told that import price increased by 20%, and let's write it here. 100 plus 20 is simple thing. 100 plus 5 is 105, so this is 5% increase to 100, and similarly 100 plus 20 is equal to 120. 120 is simply 20% increase compared to 100. Now what will be then terms of trade? So terms of trade will be equal to price of exports upon price of imports into 100. Price of exports is now 105. Price of imports is equal to 120 into 100. So it will come out to be 105 upon 120 into 100. This will come out to be 0.87 into 100, which comes out to be 87. But since we are being given here 0.87, so this actually means this is in here, it is in percentage form, so we can simply write 105 upon 120, which is equal to 0.87. We don't need to multiply it by 100 here. Okay, 100 is used to change it into the percentage form. Okay, so since 0.87 exactly 0.87 means actually 87%, so we can write as 0.87 is the correct answer. I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.